Judy's got a new best friend. Yes, we know when we're beat. We know when we're beat. It's Hollywood A-lister Rebel Wilson. There they are together on Rebel's book tour. So, of course, we had to ask for a piece of the action. Here's what happened when Rebel was reunited with Judi for Loose Women.
It's so nice being with you again.
I know, because, well, we've kind of been on a little UK tour.
Well, we have, because you've just launched your book, which is Rebel Rising.
Yep.
How are you feeling after, you know, now your book's out and everyone's reading your life story?
It's kind of crazy, because when you write it, you're just writing it by yourself, and it's like my most intimate secrets.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Just a little bit, Judes. Yeah, a little bit.
Like, what hurdles have you faced being in the industry as a female comedian?
When I was coming up, and I write stories in the book about coming up in Australia, and it really was, comedy was very male dominated. And there were like men in charge who were like, you know, women are funny if they're wearing a bikini.
Yeah.
Or if they're like super hot, that's what makes a woman funny.
Really?
And then like they'd watch the sketches, and like if there was a really hot woman in the sketch, they'd be like, yeah, that's good.
So you went to Hollywood at the age of 29. Like, a lot of people would say that's the later stage to go. Like, what made you think in that moment, this is it, this is my time?
Yeah, it is, especially like when Hollywood's like obsessed with youth.
Yeah.
And whatever, 29 turning 30 is almost like,
Grandma.
you know, the meat in the supermarket that's turning, it was pink and then it was turning a bit brown. That was me. And I was just like, I had to wait until I'd finished my law degree, because I just felt like, well, if it doesn't work out in Hollywood, at least I'll have law to fall back on. And then I was doing TV shows and stuff in Australia.
And you was doing like drama school in the evening as well.
Yeah. So my life was pretty full on, which is why no surprise that I, you know, didn't have a love life. The cool thing about waiting so long, when I came to Hollywood, it felt like it was at the exact right time. Like, it was when I was supposed to happen. So if anyone's out there and you're thinking, oh, I wish this would happen in my life or whatever, well, sometimes it happens when it's supposed to happen. And my first movie was Bridesmaids, which started this whole wave of, oh, wow, these female ensemble films can do incredibly well. And it kind of came at the right time. And then off that movie, I got Pitch Perfect.
You know, you write a lot about and speak, and we've seen, observed, they have a journey around your health. Because
I do believe in, you know, body positivity and like beauty in any shape and size. Didn't think being bigger stopped me from anything. Yeah. But what I was ashamed of was like these unhealthy eating behaviours, which was basically normally late at night.
So secretly?
Yeah, by myself. What really motivated me was actually not for me, like not for my own physical appearance or health, but it was really, I went to see a fertility doctor, and then he said that if I was healthier, I'd have a much better chance
was that
of having a child.
When you heard him say if you was healthier, did that take you out? Did you think, hold on a minute, was that like a reflective moment, a defining moment?
Yeah, because I guess logically I knew at the time I was, you know, struggled with obesity, and do I change my health for the better? But then I'd lose like this pigeonhole I had in the business.
Crazy.
And I might lose my career.
You've spoken honestly about negative experiences with other male entertainers. Do you hope it gives other people confidence to speak out about things that they might have dealt with?
I just wanted to write about it because it was the worst experience in my career, and I write about it to try to help the industry, and then also to release some of the shame that I had, that I was in a situation where it wasn't great for my self-worth. I felt humiliated, I felt degraded as a woman and as an overweight woman.
You feel like you're on a journey with you, and one of the journeys that we're all on with you is that you're now engaged.
Oh, I know, geez,
that rock girl. I mean,
thanks, Tiffany's.
Oh, yeah, okay, thank you, Tiffany.
Classic cut. Yeah.
What was it like, you know, opening up about your sexuality for the first time?
I announced I was in a relationship with a woman on social media.
I mean, you don't hide.
There's a bit of a story, though, because an Australian journalist was threatening to essentially out me. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and so I was forced to, you know, kind of make it public. Not that it was something I was hiding, it was just something that I was slowly telling people, because it's a bit of a shock when you've only been dating men to all of a sudden say, oh, I'm in a relationship with a woman. Like, remember I was being very nervous to tell my mum. And then I had to tell her, because she was flying over to LA and she was going to meet Ramona. I had to tell her, and I'm like, Mum, you know Ramona, who you heard on the phone? She's like, yeah. I go, oh, she's not just my friend, she's my girlfriend. And Mum's like, oh, that's great, darling. Now, what colour should I paint the side fence? Olive green, brown, like, yeah.
Was there anything before that first experience with a woman that made you question your sexuality?
Yeah, well, I did have a situationship, I guess you would say.
We've all had one, Rebel.
That's what the young people call it, with a professional female tennis player. And I was at Wimbledon, I was watching this woman play, and I was like, whoa, like she's really good at tennis, but like I was feeling stuff. But that experience kind of, I guess, opened up my heart in a way. I kind of describe it as like, you know, when you open up a can of tennis balls and you're like, oh, and I felt all these feelings and I really wanted to explore it.
You've got two love of your life.
I know, how do you choose? Like, I've got an amazing partner and now I have a gorgeous baby, Roycey.
How does it feel now being a mum?
It feels like IVF, the process that I went through is really an emotional roller coaster. One day you're happy and one day you're really sad.
Is there any surprises that you've faced in motherhood?
It's definitely a surprise where she projectile vomited one time. She didn't even look sick that day. Just projectile vomited right down my cleavage. I guess, though, the biggest thing that surprises me is how so hard it is.
Yeah.
Like when the baby's teething overnight and you're like, oh, you know, it's the sleep deprivation and then the constant attention.
I heard a little thing that maybe you would love to live in the UK.
I would. I really would, because I feel like the education system is pretty good here.
Come near me so I can jerk up some jerk chicken feet and not jerk. Thinking of you wanting to live in the UK, I want to do a little game, and it's called Judi's Brit test.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Okay, so this is what I'd need to do to
this is
actually move here.
official. Like this is
all right, yeah.
things,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Dog and bone is Cockney rhyming slang for what?
Oh, I should know this. Because it rhymes.
Dog and... What rhymes with bone?
Phone.
Hey! Completely Spice Girl lyric. If you want to be my lover, you've got to get with my friends.
Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Is that it?
Who is the UK's Prime Minister? Wow, if this was asked about a year ago, we wouldn't know because
is it Rishi Sunak?
Yes, it is. Every Brit has to have a favourite band and football club. Name yours.
Arsenal.
Okay.
Yeah, only because Matt Lucas, my friend.
Okay.
Loves
and
them.
Band?
Our favourite UK band?
Yeah. Well, let's cut band and say favourite UK comedian.
I mean, definitely Judi Love. I mean, definitely.
Do a British accent.
Hello, I'm here on the couch with Judi Love. Maybe if I move here like little Roycey or have a cute little accent, she'll be like, Mama.
Can I go to Auntie Judy's?
Yeah, can I go to Auntie Judy's and have some jerk chicken?
Listen, we would welcome you with open arms. It's been absolutely amazing speaking to you.
Thank you for doing this interview.
She's a
rebel, she's a bad little...
Excellent job. Judi. I mean, she's so down to earth. You've clearly got on like a house on fire.
Yeah, she's, you know, being on the tour with her, like hosting the tour and interviewing her, you know, live in front of people was, you know, we connected straight away, but we connected out of just her realness. She's really, really, really just herself. I don't even like to use the word humble sometimes because people, it's like, you know, but she's just so, like, sensitive and honest and sweet and very like genuine. You got a drink? Are you okay? And it was the same thing in the book. When I read the book and then meeting her, you know, you're like, oh, I really wanted to meet her because I missed her about 3 years ago. So the fact that I got to interview her was like one of those, you know, moments. And exactly how she was in the book and how you assume she is how she was in person. So it was really lovely. She loves her daughter and her fiancé, and It's just a really great story, and it's really encouraging to all women, or anybody, actually, women, men and they, that feel like there's something they want to pursue, and unfortunately you feel like there's things that are against you, whether that's your size, your age, your race, you know, your background, your class, that she just shows you that, you know what, have that kind of vision, and it's all right to step out of the box that people try to hold you in. And she done that by losing the weight and so on. It was her personal journey.
Yeah.
And I think she just encourages you to take your own personal journey, and whatever way you decide to go, it's okay. And it's okay to make mistakes and to start again as well. So it's really great.
Brilliant. Well, if you want to hear even more from Judi and Rebel, and who doesn't, you can watch an extended version of that interview on ITVX and STV Player right after the show.